Actually, no, we're not celebrating properly. Hang on, let me put a shirt on. Alright, now we can quickly end the celebrations because in reality it actually wasn't that good, was it? Anyways, welcome back to Matchday Report, folks. Of course, a day late because I was out over the weekend. We went clubbing, had a good night, I suppose. For what it's worth, the music were a little bit shit this time, but it is what it is. And on the Sunday, I was at the missus, and by the time I got home, it was too late to record the video. And this morning, I would have had it recorded, but I had work. And it's now 4:05. So it's a late one tonight, boys, but what can you do about it? The joys of growing up. Anyways, Matchday Report. Preston North End versus the Butter Pie Thieves. I do think, to be honest, we could have done better, but, you know, I'm about to tell you why. So the first half, we saw North End have arguably one of the worst displays of the season with no standout moments other than our own goal. We was booed off at half-time, and understandably so. I usually say we shouldn't boo the players, but I can understand why you'd be frustrated and boo the players in this occasion because it was pretty poor and dire. The second half was much better as we are given an albeit soft penalty and score it with Cannon netting his first not long after. The remainder of the half was simply surviving as Woodman makes a good save and Brady gets sent off late in the game. IT then, so let's take a look at the stats and see how it reflects that. So they had 14 shots and 4 on target, we had 7 shots and 3 on target, so it's looking more like the traditional Preston North End footballing way in terms of the shots and the shots on target, in which in which the 3 shots on target we had all came in the second half. So in the first half we had 4 shots with none on target, so yeah, that's interesting. We had the most possession, of course we'd like to do that on home soil. And as you can see, we actually won at home, that's why I was celebrating, well, quote unquote celebrating anyways. But as you can tell, Johnson scores his penalty not long after being taken down by the keeper, which is it was soft, I'll admit, but the way he collides with the keeper on his knee, yeah, that shit hurts, so I can see why he'd be down on the floor. It really hurts getting smacked on that side of your knee. But at the same time, I've seen a lot worse. You know, penalties have been given for a lot less. So yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately, for Wigan like. But we gave them a goal. We technically scored 3 today. Well, on Saturday. Right, player ratings. I'm not going to beat around the bush today. Woodman a 6. Can agree with that. You know, he did his best to keep out that fella, Sinani, in the second half. You know, decent enough. But probably could have done better to prevent the own goal. Like, I don't understand why goalkeepers have to dive down to the floor with the glove to stop a P-roller, as Ryan Lowe calls it, you know, to stop a slow roller like that. Can you not just put your foot out and control it, or just give it a whack? Fair enough, you got to have good reaction times, and it's natural for a keeper to use his hands. But with how good Everson was with his feet, I think that's what Freddie Woodman really is missing. Diaby a 6, good to see him in the lineup, to be honest. Shaky moments in the first half, which I can agree with very much, but the second half he tried to play from defence when there was a chance to do so. Will have been disappointed not to have stopped the cross for Cunningham's own goal. Lindsay a 6, good battle with Fletcher throughout and didn't do much wrong over the 90 minutes. Some big headers in the closing stages. Cunningham a 5, slice of misfortune with the own goal, but that aside, it was committed and put in a shift, I suppose, so yeah, that's why he's been knocked down 1. Potts a 6, up and down the right flank, but struggled to combine and carry a threat in the first half, started to win his battles more in the second. Ledson a 5, he looked devastated with his mistake in the build-up to Wigan's goal, but got his head up and plugged away for the rest of the game. He had a very nice little celebration with us as well, after Cannon's goal, which was nice. Brown a 7, I thought Brown had a very good game. Tried to inject some life into the first half and kept getting back in to defend when danger arose. Did a good job in the engine room, played the ball over the top for Cannon to go on and score, which was a fantastic ball, by the way. That one of the few times Smackett and Hope actually decides to work. Fernandez a 6, tried to be positive with his dribbling and passing, but Peony's performance was so disjointed in the first half that the Spaniards' impact was minimal. Kept driving up and down the left, trying to provide that spark. Johnson a 7, back in the pocket behind the 2 strikers, didn't see enough of the ball in the first, but won and scored at the penalty. Showed a typically cool head in a pressure situation on his 300th Football League appearance for Preston. I think this was also his 20th penalty scored for us, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the stat. Well, either way, it makes him the 4th highest penalty scorer in North End history, so that's pretty cool. Parrott a 6, quite in the first half, loose in some of his play, but improved in the second a lot, I think. Decision making let him down at times, but he showed some signs of linking up with Cannon, had a few runs at Wigan's back line. Cannon a 7, sent a dipping shot wide in the first and scored his first for the club in the second, with a lovely take and finish. His pass led to the winning penalty as well. Solid performance from the Everton lone man who stepped up when his team needed him. For me, it's between Cannon and DJ for man of the match. Substitutes: Brady a 4, introduced for the final 15 and was shown 2 yellows. Very clumsy. Bauer a 6, brought off the bench in the closing minutes. Shut the fuck up, Windows. But Bauer a 6, brought off the bench in the closing minutes and won some important headers back there. And Story not enough time to be given anything because he was only brought on after Brady's card, which were for about 2 minutes, if that. Right then, the gaffer's reaction. Let's have a look what he's saying. This is sparked a wee bit of controversy over what he said on the own goal, but we'll see. Right, Ryan Law here now. Emotions were high to be fair, but the lad showed good character, and I've always got belief in my staff and players to make sure they get results. Sometimes a lack of confidence can stop you from doing that, but we could have easily sunk, but we came out for, gave everything for the shirt, and that needs to be respected. I can agree about that in the second half. They run through brick walls on They run through brick walls on a daily basis, and they've always fought for the shirt. That is what they did from half-time onwards, but they should be doing it all game. I don't want to harp on about it, but I've always had belief that we would win at home with the never say die attitude. Yeah, but then people are going to say you're winning at home against Wigan, and we nearly lost against Wigan, you know, bottom of the table. You know, it's one of those shaky ones. It's like, we shouldn't be losing this game, and if we did lose, it would be very embarrassing. Considering we play Coventry tomorrow night, it's going to be like, oh, it's going to be all over the place. This isn't actually the full reaction of Ryan Law because I don't want to read everything. Fuck it. On the side, nope, that's not the right one. I apologise. Just let me try and find his full reaction because I can't find it anywhere. That's the one I've just looked at. Yeah, I don't know where this transcript actually is, so looks like we're going without. So in that case, let's move on to the points to make, and then let's actually... Oh no, it's there. Never mind, I'm fucking blind. On the result, half-time, DJ and Brown, Tom's goal, first half display. Tadeki, I'm just looking at what we can actually read here. On the half-time reaction from fans. It's disappointing, but I don't want to harp on about it much. I've always had belief that we will win at home, and I'm not getting too high a lot. I've said that all along. Character of the group, they never said that attitude of the group. It's not nice coming off to booze, but I did say in the week that it's not going to be easy against Wigan. They are fighting for their lives, and we were 4 unbeaten. And we're 4 unbeaten. It was a banana skin today, then beating us. These games aren't easy, and to come off at half-time to what we did is disappointing, but we understand and we get it. The lads need to be respected for what they do on a daily basis because they give their heart and soul. If they give theirs, I give mine, and that's what we do, me and my staff. We will see where it takes us. I get that, I understand that motif, but if they're not giving it, then you should be at least trying to give it something to get them back in, if you know what I'm saying. These two, Daniel and Alan, fantastic. DJ has been in and out of the team, playing well and not so well, and he's found it hard the other week. Being out of the squad, we've sat down and spoke numerous times. His attitude for this club is different class. Him and Brown as vice-captain and captain, that is what they do, let alone the other lads. But when you've got those type of players on form, performing, fighting and running, that's what we need and that's what they give, and I really hope this continues. But I will say as well about DJ, all season he's been very reluctant to make challenges like he did against the keeper at the weekend, and I think that's because he knows he's one massive injury away from potentially falling out of the club or falling out of playing senior football at this level. Because let's face it, DJ's like, what, 29, 30? Something like that. He's getting to that progressive stage now where he's going to see dips. And if he starts getting injured a lot, he's going to be out for a lot of time, so his final days are going to be numbered. So that's why DJ doesn't really seem all in it recently. I think he tries to be too cautious. But challenging the keeper is probably one of the better things he did, to be honest. And it just shows the results you get from actually trying to put your body on the line. But of course, you can't do it all the time. We already know about that. The first half display, again, I don't want to talk about it. We all know. Ultimately, we weren't good enough in the first half. We were okay in the way we played. But when they score, it just changes everything. Through a sloppy own goal, we did get carved open and we weren't 2-0 down. But the attitude and application the lad showed in second, the fighting spirit was what we wanted. It was a case of, right, come on, let's go out and perform and fight. If you fight, you win the fight, and that's what I was convinced on. They did that, so tell them that before the game. On today, feeling a really key game. They're all key game. Okay, this is just talking about the form, really. On the determination to get through the tough period, we know about that. On the suggestion, he seemed deflated. Oh, no, on the suggestion, he's deflated. Who, me now? I am just disappointed. I'm absolutely over the moon with the group and the players with what we did today, but I'm disappointed as well as the players. We are not third bottom or second bottom or first bottom. We're 45 points in, 12th in the championship. I'm not going to say what I really feel. Why not? I am disappointed because I don't like what's going around at the moment. Ultimately, it's football. You have to get on with it. I'm paid to do my job to the best of my ability, and the players too. But one thing I can guarantee you is that they fight for the badge. Everything. Okay, so basically he's talking about the fans booing and all the gossip on Twitter and shit, basically. Yeah, which I understand. Obviously, if you're the target, it's not nice, but there's a reason you're the target. On players trying to lift Deepdale, you saw Tom giving it, and especially when we won, and that it is what it is. I know where we are. I know what we need to do and what players need to do. We do it on a daily basis, and we've got to ride the storm if there's a storm coming. In terms of what's around us, we've got to worry about what we do on the pitch and focus on the pitch. Yes, but if there is positive motivation going around you, also focus on off the pitch, of course. Right, now I can get to what I was saying before about the points to make, which was Cannons finally off the mark. We still have low shots on target, the penalty and the red card, back-to-back home games now. We've had a penalty and a red card back-to-back, is what I'm saying. The referee was abysmal, by the way, as you expect in this league. And can we do the same against other teams is the big question, because like I said, we have Coventry tomorrow at the time of the recording, and that's going to be a very tough game. Where are Coventry sitting right now on the table? It's just down here, isn't it? Yeah, Coventry, where are they? They're just above us with 6, 7, 8, 3 more points. So the one win ahead of us, basically. I could have just looked at that. Yeah, the one win ahead of us. So, say we beat Coventry, we go level with Coventry. But then if Bristol win their game or Reading win their game, they go level as well. This table's messy as anything. It's so messy. You know what I mean? Same with West Brom, but it's just goal difference separating us, really. So, yeah. Oh no, we'll still be in 12th because it'll be goal difference that separates us. We'll be in 13th if Bristol win, actually. Shit. Okay. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, no, that's about it from me really today. In terms of pros and cons, we had 2 for each. We got 3 points at home, which is a good thing, and we got a good second half display. And the cons are the first half was really poor, and we started to get poor towards the end of the game as well. But like I said, it's a slow improvement. We should already be at a comfortable position now, but everything's really rocky. I don't know what's going on internally. There's things definitely going on internally, and it's affecting everything throughout the club, to be honest with you. But like I said, we don't know, so we can't comment. But regardless, thank you for tuning in. I apologise that it's late. Yeah, I just, things are coming up now. I'm going to be busy again, so, things are going to get slow, which I can, obviously, I hope you can sympathise with that, because obviously people work and, we need to make money. And I can't make money full-time off doing this yet, so, yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, I'm off. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my day, I suppose, and my day off tomorrow. So, yep, thanks a ton for watching. Make sure you drop the like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It does help us beat the algorithm and all that stuff. We want to plough through. We want more people to know about the famous Preston North End. So do make sure you do subscribe. And also, we're closing in on 3K. We want to hit that goal before the summer comes around. So, yep, hopefully before the end of the season we'll be at 3K. And also look in the links in the description. Of course, you have my Twitter, which is our nice little community where we vote on plenty of things Preston and have plenty of Preston discussions. And my shop if you want to support me in any way, shape or form, with new penny merchandise coming on there in the coming month. So, nice peeled. But anyways, yes, thank you. I have been 8-bit shitface, and I will see you on Wednesday, if not Thursday.